Right, it's that time of the week again. One for the Weekend podcast on the Ball Street channel has been and gone. Yes. It was enjoyable, wasn't it, lads?
Very enjoyable. Yeah.
Flav joined me, as did Rory from CFC Fan TV. Both play the FanLeague game every single week, and they're in the One for the Weekend League. Go check that out. Add me, James Alcott, and I'll invite you to the league. Do it. In the meantime, let's talk about Conte, Mourinho, and maybe we can chuck a little bit of Pochettino in there as well. But first of all, the mind games between Jose Mourinho and Antonio Conte. Because Jose Mourinho, yesterday in his press conference, was making a very clear comment about how his team gets on with games, they have injuries, but they don't cry like other managers do.
It's not Conte and Mourinho mind games, though, is it? It's Mourinho mind games that he talks about Conte.
So as a Chelsea fan who's seen so many different kinds of managers, all elite managers, how important are the mind games? Are they always helpful?
Well, for Mourinho, it's part of the personality, it's part of the act, and it's part of the brilliance. Mourinho is happy and at his best when the world is against him. He likes to create an us versus them mentality. You do that by creating rivalry, and it's part of what makes him special. He thrives in those circumstances, which is why he's, Chelsea play United very soon. And I imagine that he started to light the fuse.
Very calculated.
It's I love it. I absolutely love it. I know it winds a lot of football fans up, but I
you quite like Mourinho, don't
you? I do like him. I think he's an absolutely fantastic manager. Craig says this more than I do, but you've got to love someone who has arrogance, but they can back it up, because that isn't arrogance. That's a self-assured. If you deliver, and I'm fine with your arrogance, because you deserve to feel that way. He's that.
Is there no difference with like a Conor McGregor and?
Exactly. Of course, he backs it up. Mayweather backs it up. Eubank backs it up. These are all people that need that their confidence is part, or their arrogance is a part of their arsenal, and they, using that, what you said about backs against the wall, us versus them, the world's against us. He uses that as a motivational tool for his players. When they're playing Chelsea, he's going to build it up. You remember what they were saying? This is what they're saying about us. Now you go out and do that.
But the man that you're describing is a man that I once fell in love with.
Yeah.
But that isn't the man that is around today. No, look, don't get me wrong.
Sure you want to share that?
I think
I'm deeply in love with Pochettino.
Look, Mourinho gave me a day away at the Reebok when Chelsea won the league. But I never thought I'd see. So I will forever love Mourinho for that. He then retained the league, which has evaded us ever since. It's an incredible achievement. Yeah. And again, I will love Mourinho for everything that he did. However, the man that you're describing is that man. It's the Mourinho in his pomp, post-Porto, pre-Real Madrid. And I think you can draw a line in the sand with Mourinho between, and sort of see a difference in character pre and post-Madrid. I think the man that went to Madrid was young, handsome, innovative, clever, daring, exciting, a trailblazer, all of those things, and was like completely in a world of his own, and undoubtedly the best manager plying his trade at that time on the continent.
So after the Inter Milan Champions League win?
After that, but in the period between, so going from Chelsea to Milan and then going to Madrid, getting the Madrid job, I think Madrid haunted him. I think his time in Spain didn't go very well, and I think he came back from Madrid as a slightly old, cynical, angry, boring, damaged man. I think it has affected him. I think if you look at the press conferences of Mourinho in his first stint at Chelsea, it's a shadow of his former self by the second period. Again, the second period, I loved it. We had an incredible season under him. We won 2 of the 3 domestic trophies. We won the Premier League, which we hadn't won for a while, and we beat Tottenham in a final at Wembley, which is always a wonderful experience. John Terry scoring, which is even a better experience against them. I will forever love Mourinho for those moments, but to try and draw Conte, having watched and loved Mourinho, this is a one-sided fight. There's one man swinging here and one man being... If I just decide to now go, Flav is a maniac and everything he does is insane. Flav's not involved in a fight with me. I'm just talking about him.
Will be, I mean.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Mourinho's doing. He's trying to engage Conte, trying to get the better of him, trying to get under his skin. And it won't be surprising if it works, because it generally does work.
Yeah, well, that's... Because is Conte a lesser manager for not getting involved in that kind of stuff?
No, he's not lesser or better.
It's a different tactic. It's a different method to doing it. Ranieri won the league with Leicester without doing any of that stuff. It's possible. It's just that works for Mourinho. And that's part of it. I want football to be full of characters and talking points and interest. I don't want boring Claudio Ranieri winning leagues because it's boring and he's boring. And what am I going to talk about? What am I going to fill my working day with?
Some people would say Pochettino's boring.
That no one says that.
I think
I
people
will
would
kill
say that.
you.
People would say that. Some people would say that.
You're playing devil's advocate. Just say you're playing devil's advocate.
I'm not.
Just say it.
I will not.
We've become good friends. Say it.
I know. I wouldn't.
You find him boring.
No, I didn't say that. I said some people would say he is boring.
You're playing devil's advocate. Let's carry on.
Look, not having that in your arsenal, what Mourinho does that give Mourinho the edge over Conte?
No, I don't think it gives him the edge. I think they just have different tactics. Mourinho's tactic works brilliantly for him, and Conte's tactic works wonderful things. You know, he's a man who won a hat-trick of Scudettos and a man who won his first ever campaign in the Premier League. His tactics work fine. Mourinho prodding him doesn't change my thoughts about how Conte goes to work. Could it have an impact? Could Mourinho come to Stamford Bridge and get a result? Absolutely.
So if say you're a fan of, I tell you what, England, right? Let's go with England. England's next manager. You can have Pochettino, Mourinho, or Conte. Which one would you pick?
Well, Mourinho's the best. Mourinho will be the best for international football.
Absolutely.
All right, it's a club side called England. Which guy would you pick?
Conte.
You'd pick Conte?
Come on, Rory.
Who would you pick?
You know who you'd pick. I don't have to say because he plays at manager.
I've said how much I love Mourinho and will forever be grateful for what he's done. I just don't think he's the man that he was when he did it all at Chelsea.
Okay.
You can't do England as a club team. I would pick Pochettino naturally, but in terms of what is an interesting question is about that international thing is because you have to get your point across in the most simple way. You can't spend ages talking on tactics, and Pochettino's system is it's such an intricate thing. It took him so long to get it right that Mourinho would just go in there and say...
Let us know when he does.
What do you mean?
Let us know when he gets it right.
What does that mean?
It means when I see some armpits.
What a line to finish on, perfect. So, if you were a fan of an England team that played club football, who would you want as your manager? Mourinho, Conte, or Pochettino? And is Pochettino boring? Let us know in the comments below. We are here every single week, giving you some extra little bits aside from the One for the Weekend podcast, which is on the Ball Street channel. So go check out that podcast, but importantly, subscribe to FanLeague, give this video a like, and we'll see you soon.
Download the app and join today.